Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday night to you, and welcome to this biohacking webinar tonight. I am so excited that a bunch of faces are hopping on here, probably wondering what this is all about. So we're going to get right into it. I just appreciate you showing up, and I know that the person that invited you tonight, they thought very highly of you. They stepped out of their comfort zone. They said, hey, you got to take a look at something. It's changed my life. And that's why we're all here tonight, is to share this incredible message with you guys. My name is Amy Dippold. I'm in chilly Des Moines area, Iowa right now. And I'm going to be sharing tonight with Dr. Jessica Buhler, who's even colder up in South Dakota. And we're just trying to get ready for spring here. But yes, this information was brought to me about 4 years ago. And I was sitting where you're sitting. And I was like, what is this all about? And it was brought to me by my mother-in-law, of all people. And bless her heart, I was kind of rolling my eyes. I was like, why? Like, what are you trying to tell me to take a look at? And I could just see that she was super passionate. You know, this had impacted her life in a great way, and was thankful that she was persistent enough to get us, all of her kids, to sit down and take a look. And I encourage you tonight that as you hear all of this information, even if you may be skeptical, to just take it for what it is, because I was sitting there 4 years ago, and I'm thankful to God every day that I took that look, that I really let it sink in. And I'll tell you a little bit more about my story later on tonight, because we're going to tell you our story, the product story, and kind of what this company is all about, because the company is absolutely incredible, and everybody deserves to know what is coming down the pike, because pretty soon people are going to know about biohacking and all of this crazy stuff. So we're going to start, we start this the same way every time. I'm going to take you back to 2005, where this entire journey began, because it was brought to light on national television, of all places. Yeah, it was investigated by an ABC primetime investigative report. If you guys know John Quinones, he went in, and it was absolutely incredible. And when I first saw this video, I thought, oh, it's kind of old. But you guys, you know what? I'm in love with this video now, because here's the bottom line. This video may be from 2005, but to this day, nobody has been able to duplicate what they did with this blood test in this video that you're about to see. So I want you to pay close attention, you guys, because this is what really, really started the entire revolution of all the research and everything that we're going to talk about tonight. And there's two things that it talks about. One, what is oxidative stress? Okay, what is it? I had never heard the term oxidative stress before. I had no idea that was even important, and it's very, very, very important. And what is oxidative stress associated with as we age? So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to get this started. Sit back and enjoy like it's 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And as decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, Doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this operation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety.
Okay, you guys, so that is the video that kickstarted this whole thing. And I'm going to get into the company story a little bit later, but to catch you up to speed, in 2019, we are talking about something. First of all, did you guys pay attention? They talked about oxidative stress and what it was associated with, right? Like, oh my goodness. I couldn't even wrap my head around that. I didn't know what the word was, and now it's like the center of most disease process ever. Like, I couldn't wrap my head around it. And so what they were doing with that little yellow pill is we pioneered the whole field of science called nutrigenomics. It's not a fad, it's not a trend, it's not a diet, but it's really truly speaking to your DNA. And we're using natural compounds, nutrition, to do that. And so this is huge, you guys. A company that started way back then. We are one of the first on the market to do this, and it's gonna reach new heights in very soon to be years, right? And so I'm super excited. I'm gonna stop screen sharing. Sorry. Hey, me and technology, we don't get along all the time, you guys. Stop share. Woo! Wow, you don't have to be great at technology to share this message. I am going to introduce to you Dr. Jessica Buhler, because she's going to talk about, catch you up to speed, what happened after that ABC investigative report, what this technology is, what it does in your body. And I'm so thankful to be introducing her. She is a doctor of chiropractic. She specializes in acupuncture and other areas. She has 5 kids. And she lives on a farm. Her husband's a farmer, and she's just absolutely incredible. I met her at an event with one of our company events, and we just connected. And I was drawn to her authenticity, her genuine heart, her love for God, and her love for people. And so without further ado, I'm going to bring Dr. Jessica Buhler on here, and she gets to take it away and tell you about the products.
Great. Oops. Is it working? Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. All right. So thank you for the introduction, Amy. We'll get going in here with some of this information I want to get across to you guys. As you can see, we were featured on ABC. We've been on other news broadcasts, and we have 7 patents on our specific blend on this product right here. So like Amy said in the beginning, we kind of want to go back to what oxidative stress is. And I like to think about things on a very simple level. So I want you to think as we're going across with these products, about thinking about yourself just like you're just a bunch of cells, because you essentially are 37 trillion cells. So if we think about things on a small level, then we can see the impact on a big level, right? So oxidative stress is essentially cellular damage. What happens is that this damage is outweighing our ability to repair. That's what oxidative stress is. It's an imbalance, if you will. There's too much damage, not enough repair. So what does that look like on each system, right? So we're talking on the cells. Now look at here, over here on, I don't know if it's on your right. On the right, it is for me. If we're talking your eyes, we see degeneration in our macula, our retinas, cataracts. We could see fatigue. We could see hypertension, chronic inflammation, Parkinson's, MS, all kinds of neurodegenerative conditions, asthma, allergies, you name it, right? You can read. And then if you think of it like an apple, right? Oxidation of an apple, you'll see that browning, that rusting. That's what happens inside our bodies when we have this imbalance over a period of time. So with our product Protandim, we've seen that it has been proven to lower oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. We are FDA approved to say that. There are very few nutraceutical companies that get the privilege of having an FDA approved sentence, and we have that statement. What happened in 2005 has not ever been refuted. It has only been proven over and over again by other companies, organizations, and institutions. We support natural cellular repair and rejuvenation, and we have a study put out by our National Institute on Aging showing we increase the median lifespan of male mice by 7%, which is about 5 years in humans. And it wasn't just lifespan, it's also health span. So not just how long you're living, but how long you're living healthily, right? So golden years are great, but if you're miserable while you're aging, that isn't really necessarily what everyone wants. You can see the 5 components along the bottom. So here's the thing, those 5 components are here again. If you took each of our components independently, they just have a tiny bit of activation of the NRF2 pathway, a tiny bit, right? Ashwagandha, bacopa, green tea, milk thistle, curcumin, barely anything, right? And then look at this red bar over there. That is our patented product, Protandim. When they got the exact blend that they did, they got an 18-fold increase in the benefit. 1,800% increase in the benefit of a very low dose of the products. So the issue is this, right? You might have been taking one of these. Maybe you are. Maybe you're even taking more of them. But if you take more or you take less, you're not going to get the same outcome. It is our patented blend that makes it so powerful. This synergy. The other thing I love about this low dose is that you can take this every single day. And you can take this even when you're tiny. I took this all throughout my pregnancy, you guys, because even the tiniest amount that we have in there is safe. It's so safe. So this is on our blend. So what happens? How do we get that reduction in oxidative stress? Here's the deal. Again, remember I was talking to you about cells, right? So if we think of everything like a cell, instead of taking a supplement, when we take a supplement, we take something that we're deficient in. We need more of it, like antioxidants, right? Eat more fruits and vegetables. You still need to eat your fruits and vegetables. I'm not saying that you don't, but those are going to be acting like a supplement. They're fulfilling a deficiency. What is different about our product is that it is an activator. Instead of bringing something to the cell like a supplement, we are activating a protein within the cell. And when we activate that protein, that NRF2 protein, it attaches to our DNA and it causes an expression of certain genes. Over 200 human survival genes are affected. And one of them is for our body to produce its own antioxidant enzymes. And it starts to produce them at a rate of 1,000,000 to 1 every second. Holy smokes. And it does this in a pulsatile manner, meaning it has a wave up and then back down. So our bodies don't accommodate to it. You could take this every day and still get the same benefit of producing that 1,000,000 to 1. All right, so what happened after that ABC primetime is there was research done. And these are peer-reviewed, published research available in PubMed right now. So if you go to the public medical database and research these, you can find all these articles. I'm going to just highlight a couple here. Look at there, right in the middle, American Heart Association. We have a journal published in Circulation, which is the Journal of the American Heart Association, showing our benefit on blood pressure. They then funded another study that was done showing the benefit of our product. We have studies shown on decreasing melanoma cancers, the genes that are turned on or off in relation to other cancers. What I'm saying to you here is that this is bigger than you might even think it is. And that's not to say that we don't claim to treat, cure, or prevent any condition, symptom, or disease. And we don't need to. Because what we're working on is the cellular level. We're not working to treat a symptom. We don't even want to do that. What we want to do is treat you humans, all of us humans, on the cellular level. Get our cells acting better, then we don't end up with all that garbage. This one, cumulative studies showed that NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and extraordinary preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine. Come on, you guys, read that again. Oregon State University, when it finds a problem, NRF2 essentially goes back to the cellular nucleus, rings the alarm bell where it can turn on up to 200 genes responsible for cellular repair, detoxification of carcinogens. Carcinogens lead to cancer. Protection and lipid metabolism, antioxidant protection, and other actions. In their report, the scientists called it a longevity assurance factor. This is one of my all-time favorites when I was doing my own research, you guys. This is published in the Multiple Sclerosis Journal, and this is for relapsing MS, and it's comparing BG12, which is their synthetic drug, which has side effects including brain infection and death. Costs about $52,000 for a 4-month supply in comparison to our product, which is about $120 for a 4-month supply. So just comparing apples to apples, right? And we don't have any of those nasty side effects for one because it's those 5 natural ingredients we just talked about. But NRF2 activators are able to cross the blood-brain barrier and cause protection of oligodendrocytes. Oligodendrocytes are the basic cell of the nervous system. So whether you're talking inside the central nervous system, our brain and spinal cord, or you're talking peripherally, which are really important things for MS, but really for anyone that has a brain and a spinal cord, right? This drug company funded this tested our product against their synthetic drug and found that, interestingly, Protandim, a dietary supplement consisting of herbal ingredients, was the most potent inducer and therefore maybe the most therapeutic strategy. Holy cats. When does that happen? Come on. Okay, so that's problem number 1 with cells, oxidative stress. Second problem is mitochondrial dysfunction. What is that, right? So go back to science class. In like the 2nd or 3rd grade, you learned that mitochondria were the energy-producing powerhouse of the cell, right? We eat food, our mitochondria turn it into energy, the cell does its job. It doesn't matter what its job is, it does its job better. When mitochondria are not functioning the way that they are, all these things over here can happen to you. A lot of these are central nervous system like, right? Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, MS again, diabetes, epilepsy, cancer. Did you know that cancer has been shown in recent research to be a mitochondrial dysfunction before it is anything else? I'm telling you, when this company puts a product out, it is research-based, and there is reason for the research, right? Why do we care? Why do we want these mitochondria to work better? We want them to work better for a lot of reasons. First of all, we just want our cells to have an engine that works, right? If you had a car, you wouldn't want the engine to be broken down, right? So this works on the same idea as our Protandim Nerf2 synergizer, except this is Protandim Nerf1 synergizer, right? They're kind of the 1-2 punch together. This improves the energy of our cells. Our mitochondrial production, we start producing more mitochondria, we repair our mitochondria, and we make more ATP, which is more energy. The cells do their jobs better. What do I see from a clinical standpoint when people use this? Well, obviously, when you say more energy, you think more energy, right? You can do your job better during the day, whatever that is. You can think better, you can focus better, you can sleep better. There's just a lot of things that happen better when your cells have a good engine. 5 components across the bottom, same type of thing as our Nerf2 synergizer, where these 5 components in the exact blend that we have gives them their powerful synergistic benefit. Taking these independently will not give you the same outcome. Third problem we have for people is a leaky gut. You maybe heard of leaky gut, or if you haven't, then look here and see what it does to your joints, your brains, your sinuses, your skin. I mean, again, thinking of us like a cell, all of our cells have these things that we need to address. And this is another area that is of such importance, whether it's hormones or whatever component you're wanting to deal with. Our gut is such an important part. And with Physique Pro Bio, we have 6 different strands of organisms that are beneficial for the small and large intestine. And what makes our product different than every other probiotic are 2 things, our BioTrack lining and Wellmune, which are both patented as well, the BioTrack lining and the Wellmune. BioTrack helps it to bypass the stomach acid and get deep into the small and large intestine, slow releasing the right organisms in the right part of the intestine to give the right benefit. Along with Wellmune, which is yeast beta-glucans found in colostrum or a mother's first milk, giving that added immune function that we need. So important. So the survival rate of most probiotics is 4%, and with ours, the survival rate is 60%, 15 times more effective than most probiotics. That's pretty impressive. The 4th problem people have is fatty imbalance. The traditional American diet is so far overloaded in omega-6s. But even when you're trying not to overload in omega-6s, most Americans, other than Alaskans, are typically deficient in omega-3s. Most. I say most because there are some exceptions, but omegas are so good for our brain and our heart and our skin. And then this one has also omega-7s added for metabolism and weight management. I've not seen other fish oil products that contain the omega-7. And then the plus part is we have an additional amount of vitamin D3. This product is so pure. It's 100% traceable from boat to bottle. And my kids absolutely love to chew it. They love the taste of it. It really has no taste at all, which is how you know that it's pure. It's not tasting like rancid fish. So these products together on the cellular level should go back to that fish oil again. Fish oil become incorporated into every cell membrane. They make cell membranes so that they can communicate. Cells can communicate better. They make things fluid and smooth. And that's important on your skin, right? That's important in your heart. You want your vessels, your heart to pump like it should. Your digestive system, we want that lubrication from the mouth all the way out, right? So we have these 4 big issues that we can address with these 4 products. We have our NRF2 Protandem to address oxidative stress, our NRF1 Protandem to address mitochondrial dysfunction, Physique Probio to address that leaky gut, and Omega Plus to address fatty imbalance. These 4 together are collectively known as the Vitality Stack. This won an International Business Award in 2018. That's crazy. You know, among many countries, this grouping won this phenomenal award, and they have made it in convenient packets so that you can have the portability of having this on the go, which is great for anyone that's busy, which I'm guessing most of you are as well. This gives a foundational nutritional regimen that is unbeatable for about $5 a day. Okay, so again, I told you this company was research-based, and I could talk to you about the research all night, and I just condensed that into a very short, quick version of those products, but I would be happy to explain even further to you. So what they've done then is taken that idea of activation to different areas of our body, to our health, so that we can not only biohack on a fundamental level, but we can biohack on multiple levels. We can take control of our body in multiple ways. And this is activation for your brain. It's Axio. It's supposed to be for energy and mental clarity and focus, to unlock your brain's potential. It's considered an energy drink because it has B vitamins in it, but this is so much more than an energy drink. If you see this before and after NRF2 activation and Axio, you see 1 week what it did to the focus in this little guy. His ability to make words, you know, but for everyone, you know, is it that you want to be able to do a killer workout, go to work and focus, give a presentation, communicate. I see so many people that see relief with anxiety, depression, just different signs and symptoms that are the result of these chemicals in our brain not getting to where they need to be. Those symptoms are the result of those chemicals not being where they need to be. So we need to activate our brain to its highest potential. And remember, I said there was a study that found that we could increase the lifespan of male mice by 7%. We were the only product in that 10-year multi-continental study proven to be anti-aging. So we took that product that we could from the inside create an anti-aging product. Why not have that same formulation in something from the outside in? So we have dual effect here for our skin. And our skin is exposed to so much. It absorbs so much from around us. We want to put only toxic-free stuff on our bodies. Otherwise, we have even more oxidative stress than what we started with. We also have a NRF2 activation for our four-legged friends. This formulation is specific for dogs. Shinier coat, increased playfulness, more energy, joint health, hearing, eyesight, you name it. Dogs have 7 times the oxidative stress load that a human does, which is why they age so much faster. So we're not treating any of those symptoms. We're treating the oxidative stress of the dog. We're treating the cells, activating the cells to function better. Then we had to biohack our hair. Oh boy. Think about that. The scalp absorbs stuff even faster than our skin does. So think about all those products that women and men both put on their head that are so toxic. This has been rated phenomenally clean formula. If you check it out on Think Dirty app, you'll find even more information on this. But we have a shampoo, a conditioner, and a scalp serum. It increases the hair fullness, the shine. There's less breakage, less damage, so forth. Anyway, biohacking of the hair with NRF2 activation, the only NRF2 activating scalp and hair formula. Wow. right now we have a transformation contest going on. I'm not going to go into the contest details, but this is our physique line. So you can biohack your weight, right? Whether you're looking to manage your weight or lose weight, you're going to need good protein sources. This is a good protein source. So you have slow and fast release amino acids to keep you full longer. We have fat burn with a time-released formula to help you burn that visceral fat, that dangerous stuff that surrounds your organs, and prebiotic. This product, I'm so excited about it. Prebiotics are food for probiotics. So we know we needed those good bacteria for all those functions we mentioned before. I forgot to even tell you that 75% of your immune function comes from those good bacteria in your gut, along with production of dopamine and serotonin and neurotransmitters. Think of your gut like the second brain, right? It is so important. So why not have another product that really focuses on that gut? Here is our prebiotic. We can feed those good organisms, heal that gut lining with the amino acids that are in here, and also it has 6 different prebiotic fibers. All right, I think I got through all the science very briefly, but like I said, happy to explain even further. I'm gonna let Amy take it back over here. She's gonna finish off by talking to us about the company story.
Thank you, thank you. Let me make a switch over really quick. If you stop sharing your screen, I'll,
there we go.
There we go, awesome. Hold on. Okay, hi, I'm back. Wow, Dr. Jess just unpacked a ton of information, you guys. And I remember the first time that I heard it, it was like, there's just a lot here. But bottom line, like what truly stuck out to me is that this company is really bypassing symptomatic relief. They're bypassing putting a Band-Aid on everything, and they're getting to the root of the problem. And isn't that what we all want to do? And it's not, hey, what is this going to do for this problem? Or what is this going to do for this disease? It's not about that. It's about what is my body going to do when it is working the way it was created and designed to work, when it is getting rid of all the bad stuff and it's functioning at its peak performance. Isn't that what everybody wants? And so moral of the story, if you really aren't still grasping what Dr. Jess just unpacked, oxidative stress is really, really bad. We all have it. And finally, we have a solution for it. First time in history. And so that, honestly, you guys, the truth of the matter, when I heard this 4 years ago and the light bulb clicked in my head, that was what I had been praying for. A little bit of background story. My husband, doctors were trying to prescribe him medications for his heart. They knew that his dad's history was not good. His biological father passed away from a massive heart attack at the age of 35, and my husband never knew his biological father. And he kind of talked like the same thing was going to happen to him. Do you guys know anybody out there that has felt that has said, hey, my family history is really bad. My genetics are horrible. And you don't have to wait to see if that's going to be you. And so I was honestly praying for a solution. We didn't want to go the drug route. I was kind of scared, like I'm a young mom. Do I want to have more babies if this guy's talking like he's not going to be around in a few years? Like, that was scary for me. And honestly, this came to me and I saw the studies of the American Heart Association, and it just truly, we were all in. We were, bottom line, we were taking the product. But if you would have asked me then if I'd be sitting here today doing what I do now, absolutely not. I actually laughed at my mother-in-law when she said, you'd be really good at doing this. And I was like, no, like not gonna happen. I don't know if anybody can resonate, but I did not like, or I didn't think that I liked network marketing. I didn't think I liked it. And I actually just laughed in her face and pushed it off. But thank God that she continued to follow up with me, that she said, hey, you just need to know about this opportunity. And she took me to an event and I saw it and I said, oh my goodness, you know, how selfish. I know that this is beneficial. I know that I want my family on it. I know I want my friends on it. Why wouldn't I share this like with everybody and be a part of that? And since then, fast forward, I'm coming up on my 3rd year anniversary, first time network marketer, and my passion is through the roof. And this truly has become a better way. I'll tell you quickly, I was a behavioral health intervention specialist and loved my job. But I remember the day that I came home and I told my husband, I was just in tears. I was like, I got a promotion, but I don't want it because that means more hours. I feel like I'm not even doing good at my job. I want to be home with my kids full time. I don't want to be trying to juggle where they have to be and who's taking care of them. Has anybody felt that way? I'm like, I want to be first and foremost mom. I want to be the one raising my kids. And I said, I also feel like I'm just not a good wife. I feel like I'm not even being a good mom. And I just remember just that feeling. And then this kind of opportunity was knocking at my door. And I just started little bit at a time, dedicating while I was still working my job. But I committed a small amount of time. And over the course of a year and a half, I was able to replace that income that I was making in my day job. And I was able to come home because we were in a good enough place financially that I could be the one raising my kids, that I could be here. And now I can share this. I'm still first and foremost full-time mom. You guys, it is a full-time job. It's crazy. But I'm able to share this on my time. And I appreciate that. I'm so thankful. So we're going to share, like, if you're not there, just get the product into your body. If you see the validity in that and you're looking for a solution, whatever that may be, the products are incredible. And like I said, I was a customer and consumer for a year. But if you're already thinking of people that could benefit from getting this into their body and activating their body to work, first of all, start writing those names down. And then second of all, take a look at what we have as this company, because it is truly an incredible company and a gift. And we would not be doing our due diligence if we did not share the rest of the story, essentially. Oh boy, I gotta go a few slides here. Oh, never mind this fast scroll. Okay, we're here. So let's take you back to after that ABC investigative report aired, right? That was the first time in history that somebody was making this insane claim to reduce oxidative stress. Nobody's been able to solve that problem. And after that happened, a ton of media came in. I mean, it was a very positive report, and researchers across the world started to study this. Like Jess said, look at all the research that's published. And if you want to look at that research, it's on pubmed.gov. Okay, that's where all of your doctors go to find their research. They do not go to google.com or any bloggers. They go to where the real research is. And it's just insane. It's all positive. And as great as that was, this doctor was a researcher in a lab. Like, he did not have the infrastructure. He didn't have a marketing team. He did not know how to get this rockin' product out to the people. $5 million worth of orders came in just because they saw the report. And he could not fulfill the orders. It took months. And after a while, people kind of lost their steam. They didn't hear about it anymore. And he was left with the products sat on the shelves of GNC, CVS, Rite Aid. It sat on the shelf for $50 a bottle. And nobody bought it. Because what is this? And 4 years later, as a last-ditch effort, he switched to direct sales because he was told by a consulting team that took a look at the ABC. They said, you have a story. This is something nobody's ever heard of before, and you need to bring this to market person to person, right? Word of mouth advertising is the best. If you've gone to a good movie, you're going to tell everybody. If you've had some really good food at a restaurant, you're going to tell everybody. If it was really bad food, you're going to say, don't go, right? Like, people tell people something that's really, really good, and that's exactly what we're doing here. We're educating you. And so we are also a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. Our stock is doing great. Check it out. And on top of that, our corporate leadership has a vision. They know where we're going, and this company is not going anywhere. It is going to stay. It's going to be a legacy company, and that just gives me chills of excitement because I know what we have our hands on. I know we're 10 years ahead of the game, and nobody has what we have. And so to be able to say that, like, I'm going to continue to share this, and pretty soon it's not going to be what is oxidative stress or what is NRF2 activation. It's going to be who's got the best one, right? And so I'm thankful to be a part of that. Now, obviously I did make the shift to do network marketing, and I continuously fell in love with the platform that it provided, because today everybody's looking for a side gig. People are finding that they're getting to the end of the month and there's just not enough money. And so people are doing things like Uber, they're looking into Airbnb. If you look at how we are marketing today, infrastructure is kind of going away. Amazon, like distribution center to the person, right? That's exactly what our company is doing. And we're in competition with all of that. We are truly working to become a simple side gig that anybody can do. Keep your full-time job. I know you're busy, but if you're going to share this, there's a simple plan to plug into, and it's incredible. It's an incredible way to do business. Man, I can't speak highly enough about it. It's changed our life. If you're still concerned about network marketing, like I was, truly, it's growing year after year. It is one of the biggest platforms for doing business, and it's actually becoming a better way for people to do business. And LifeVantage is quickly growing across the world as well. And that says something, because there's a lot of companies that are very, they're very careful what kind of products they let into their country. And so if you look here, that we're all over the board. We're opening up in Spain right now. That's not even on the screen. And there's just more and more to come. So if you know people in these countries and you're thinking, oh my goodness, they could benefit from this, there's that opportunity right there. What we do, we don't carry product. I don't have cupboards full of product. What I buy as a distributor, I use, right? I am not shipping it off to people. My customers, and by the way, 80% of my entire business is happy customers who, the more bodies that you get this into, the more incredible testimonies that you have. And it's just so cool to see. But it's as simple as I get a website that I don't have to pay a fee on every month. And I can send a shopping cart to the people that want product. So if you're sitting there right now and you're like, hey, I kind of really liked that Vitality Stack, $5 a day. I actually had a person tell me today, they're like, $5 a day? That's what I spend on my Starbucks coffee. She's like, I actually wanted to get rid of my Starbucks coffee. I'm spending $150 a month on my coffee. I'd rather do this. And I was like, no, go figure. Like, that's the best decision I've heard yet. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, it's so simple. We send you a shopping cart, you check out in a matter of a couple minutes, and it's done, and you can manage that, and it's super simple. Our company, when you're looking at investing into an opportunity, there's a lot of key things to look at, right? You want to look at something that's unique, right? Nobody has NRF2 activation. You want to look at something that's consumable. We have a 30-day supply. People get on a subscription order, and by the time that you're running out of that 30-day supply, your next one's showing up. It's very consumable, and month after month after month, I have orders going out, and it's growing because people are telling people. But the timing, with this, think about Starbucks, for example. Back in the day when this was first beginning, and Starbucks had this great idea, people laughed at that. They said, nobody's going to spend $5 for a coffee. Nobody's going to do that. Well, they do every single day. And they shot up, and they made millions and millions and billions of dollars. And they're at the top of that curve, because now if you were to invest into Starbucks, it probably wouldn't be a great investment, because they've stabilized and everybody knows who they are. Think of the iPhone. The iPhone is huge. Those who had the iPhone 1 and 2 were early. 2, 3, and 4, those were the early adopters. And then it really, really took off after 5, right? And so the same thing applies to LifeVantage, every single company. And we're sitting in this sweet spot that if you were to go out and pull 100 people and ask them, do you know what oxidative stress is and how to activate your NRF2 pathway? They're going to look at you like, what? Like, what? People don't know about it yet. So the timing of this is perfectly teed up, that if you want to go and you want to become part of this movement, it's a great time to do it. I'm excited about that. There are simple ways to get started. This is not updated because we've recently launched a couple new products, but the bottom line is everybody gets started the same way. It's a $50 distributor pack, okay? And from there, you get to order, you can do a $350, a $650, or a $1250. When we got started, to be completely honest, we did not have the money. We had to put it on a credit card, and I didn't like that. But in my mindset, this is the lowest opportunity that I can come in to start my own business, right? Is at $1,200, $1,250. And I got a whole bunch of product with that. The first thing that I did is I sold it to people that I knew, and I got it into as many bodies so I could start creating that testimony for myself, for those around me. And I had a goal that by the end of that month, I was going to have that credit card paid off, and I did. By golly, it worked. I was like, what? I've never done this before. This is awesome. So if you're looking at the new packs, you can find those on our website, but it comes with all of these incredible assets. We have some of the best customer service, and really that's where it's at. You take care of your customers. And as distributors, you only get a one-time discount. In fact, this month only, for the first time that I've been a part of this company, the company is, LifeVantage is waiving the $50 distributor pack. That's free to you. And all people have to do is pay for the product up front to get started. So if you're even Rolodexing a few people, getting one of those packs and sharing this up, like sharing this with people, it's a heck of a deal right now. And if you have questions about that, get back to the person that invited you. They'll get you that information. I've never seen them waive the distributor fee before, so that's really cool. A simple way to get started. But how do you make money? And I've had a couple people ask me this recently, because it's like, sure, I'd love to do this, but where do I start? You know, this is an incredible business in the sense that you don't have to know it all. You just got to start. You earn while you learn. And we get paid to create a network of customers. Like I said, I have hundreds of people in my organization that are just happy customers. Truly, that's all that they want. That is you. We support that. We absolutely do. We want you to get these products in your body. And then we have people who decide to share this with people, or people who want some extra income in their life, or maybe want life-changing income. And then we create a network of distributors. You get paid weekly. Every time you do work and somebody new joins, you get a bonus. But every month, you guys, this is what really changed our life, is when our residual monthly check on the 15th, it was more than what I was doing in my day job. And that's when I really had to take a step back and think, oh my goodness, I did this. And I didn't even really know I was doing it, but I was just sharing out of passion, and it changed our life. And so, you know, when I quit showing up at my day job, they quit paying me. How dare them, right? But I used to work in a hospital. When I clocked in, I got paid. When I clocked out, I got paid. When I did my behavioral health, when I was billing a session, I was getting paid. But once they stopped, the checks stopped coming. This is different. I did work 3 years ago getting people on this product that didn't want to quit taking it. The orders keep coming, and they keep coming, and they keep coming. And 3 years later, I'm getting paid for that work that I did back then. I had to take a break when my grandmother was sick, and I wanted to spend time and really focus on her. I didn't do anything with my business, and I looked at it, and my business was still growing. So guys, whether or not this is your opportunity, maybe this isn't yours, find a way to bring residual leveraged income into your life. Find a way, because it's absolutely, it's digging that well before you're thirsty. It's creating something that's going to be there when you need it most. So we're a publicly traded company. I'm quickly going to just show you, like, these are real numbers. That wasn't like where my mind was when I got started, but I'm really thankful that I kept going, because now I'm thinking, oh, now where can we go? It's just so cool to see. Like, if I want you to look at this monthly average of numbers right here, and we have different ranks within the company, but maybe you're looking at getting your products paid for. If you want to start taking this product, but you want like family and friends to hear about it and get to that point where it's not a financial burden, if that's where you're at, $260 a month, that more than covers it, right? But what if you're just wanting a little bit extra to pay the bills at the end of the month? What if you want a little bit more breathe room? $580 a month, that's so doable. I've had people in my organization reach that in 30 days. And I know like there's a proven plan to be able to get there. But I also started thinking about parents and relatives who are coming up to the age of retirement. And 90% of America they don't have enough in savings to retire comfortably, right? And so maybe starting to work to create that supplemental income, what would an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a month do to add that cushion, that breathe room? And I'm telling you, it's absolutely doable. And then if you keep going down the list, like it's crazy what you can do with time, consistency. If you have a hunger for change in your life, if you see the validity of this, it's absolutely incredible and it's real. So I'll end with this. Before we were introduced to this company, my husband and I were really steady on the 40 to 50 year plan. Like we were going for it. We knew that we wouldn't have a pension by the end of that, but we were like, we're going to go for it. And thank goodness that this came into our lives when we were still young. And in a few short years, we've already been able to bring one of us home. And now we're looking to bring my other half home. My sweet husband, he works for corporate America. And for the first 3 months of the year, he's traveling. He's gone every single week. And that's really, really a hard time. We're getting into March. It's the third month of the year. And it's like, yeah, I haven't seen him. And it's really, really wearing on us. And so I know that come next January, that's going to happen again unless I do something about that. And to me, like this passion started because of a product that was changing people's lives. And it's only grown from there because there's endless possibilities for every single person out there. So if you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I'm going to take it, but don't stop yourself from dreaming big no matter what that might look like. Okay. So with all that said, I hope that you truly were able to get value from tonight. If the product's for you, get it in your body. If you're thinking you could use some help financially, take a look at the opportunity. Just take a look at it. Get back to the person that brought this to you and let them know where you're at. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful night and thank you for tuning in.